Yeah. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. The laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive.
Good morning. Welcome to episode 64 of the TGIF show. I'm your host, Hugo Smokes. How is everybody doing this lovely Friday morning? What's up with this screen? Welcome to the people that are already connecting. And let's see. Let's take some roll call. On YouTube, we got my buddy Benito, Ben Smoking, and sometimes Ben Piping. What's up, bro? How you living life today, bro? Hell yeah. Good morning. We got on Instagram, Luis9473. Interesting handle there. Yeah, looks like you were the first one, buddy. What's up? And we got my buddy, my brother, Smoke Signals with Sosa. Oye, pero que lo que dice el loco. My boy Alex Gallardo on Instagram. Good morning, bro. What's up? How you doing, man? So today I'm going to be smoking the Gris or Gris, however you want to pronounce it, from the LA Cigar Collective in Louisiana. Store exclusive. I haven't looked up the makeup of the cigar yet, but I'm going to do that right now. Because right here, LA Cigar Collective. All right. Let's see. We got Tommy Cheeks in the house. Good morning. Happy Friday. Gonna golf and smoke cigars today with the Principal Martinique. Oh, nice. It's a great cigar, man. Do you prefer the Corona Gorda or the Lancero? I prefer the Lancero all day. For sure. The Corona Gorda is growing on me, though. So my boy Mustang Kid in the house on Instagram as well. You had a good party, guys' nights. Wait, when? No, my bachelor, not yet, bro. It's still in the planning mode. Episode 69 gonna be a feisty one. I don't know. What do you think? Any suggestions for episode 69? Maybe smoke the sophisticated hooker from Arturo Fuente. Hey, Salvatore, mi hermano. Buenos dias, Captain Cumin. No cumin on this cigar, but uh, not a bad cigar, man. I was actually gonna take some of these to share with you guys the other day. I completely forgot them because they come in a bundle, like a bag bundle type of deal. And I threw them in the back of my cooler door in the bottom, so they're like out of mind, out of sight. And I was rearranging cigars the other day because every time I receive an order, I rearrange my humidor. That's the only time my cigars get to be rotated. Because other than that, like I don't even care about that. Like I'm just too busy to rotate cigars. I know some people like actually taking their time and rotating them and stuff like that, and that's cool. But for me, it's I'm bad at that stuff. But yeah. So anyway, I was gonna grab the bunch. They come in a 10-pack bundle, and I completely forgot. So next time, it's the first one I smoke. I might have gifted one to somebody already, but the cigar is not bad, man. It's an $11 cigar. Okay, here you go. Pronounced gree. So this one is blended at the Tabacaria La Isla, right? Where what is it? The Isla de Cocodrilo, maybe, is blended. Ostos and I worked on a blend for 4 hours and one of my trips to DR. And they came out with this, which is an MSA wrapper. Uh, no, no. Wrappers Indonesian Sumatra. Binders Nicaragua from Condega. Fillers Nicaragua Jalapa. Dominican Piloto Cubano and Criollo 98. What's he saying here about, or is it originally session MSA red blend that was very happy on my next review I saw by the factory. He told me this blend crossed his desk to me and was telling me he had a beautiful Sumatra wrapper. He just got in. Long story short, I picked his blend over mine. Oh, okay. So originally he had he I forget. I think Casely is his name, or maybe Big Rob. I'm not sure who, from the LA Cigar Collective. So originally it had an MSA wrapper. Then Hostos suggested that maybe they should go with the Indonesia Sumatra wrapper. So Gree is a nod to the practice of voodoo here in New Orleans. So that's what it represents. Chicken feet with painted nails is a common voodoo amulet known for providing security and stopping physical threat. So I'm protected against voodoo right here, smoking this Gree. So if you guys believe in that kind of stuff, um, Gree is specific to New Orleans in the fact that it refers to the magic that voodoo can provide, and it's a 6x50 ring gauge Toro. So there you go, a little bit of background on that cigar. Que pasa, Felix Gonzalez on Instagram and Mr. Art Garcia. What's up, man? So Tommy is saying he picked up the Corona Gorda. Haven't tried the Lanceros. Highly recommend the Lanceros. They're always sold out. The Corona Gordas are more available, so that kind of tells you something, right? Um, it's funny because I think my take on that cigar is the opposite of people. Like I find the Corona Gorda to be very woody, kind of more spicy, and then the Lancero to be like more creamy, more nutty. But the people that prefer the Corona Gorda, it's the other way around. It's more creamy for them and nutty. So weird, right? Different palates for different people. And Epicurean Smokes, what's up, bro? Good morning. But yeah, loving the burn line in this cigar. Uh, pretty straight there, a little bit wavy, but nice stack dash. Not complaining about that. It's building up in body, building up in intensity. What's up, Angelito? My cigar of the day on Instagram. Good morning, bro. So pretty good start to this cigar. We'll see if it's Hugo Smokes approved, if it's good for the morning, maybe good in the after lunch type of cigar, or maybe an evening cigar. We'll see. What's up, JB? Buenos dias, feliz viernes. Yes, sir. Happy Friday. Um, Padron Black 99, PV 99 is not available. 60 ring gauge. Ah, man, I don't know. I still have two PB 97s, bro. That I have. I never smoked them last year. So I hear those are phenomenal cigars. Just the size that's kind of like I get put off by those huge ring gauges nowadays. Not very appealing to me, but smoke it and let us know, Benito. Who would you do voodoo on? Dude, I would do voodoo on let me see, who would I do voodoo on? That's a good question. Let's do voodoo on this Trump administration so he can fix the damn economy, man. Right? Angelito's asking, how many cigars would you say you have in your collection? Um, that's a good question, dude. See, I have three electric fridges, electric humidors, varying in sizes. The biggest one is I think it's a 80 liter New Air, and then I have a 48 liter Need One, and then I have a 16 liter Kimchi, and then I have a maybe like a 18 liter Tupperware. So let me see how many fit in the 48 liter. 48 liter Need One. I think that's what 250 count. Oh, the 48 liter is a 300 count. But that's only what capacity is like 70% because you have mixed vitolas, right? So that's 210. Let's say 200. In the 80 liter, I probably have double that. So that's 200 plus 400, 600 plus. I think I have roughly about 90 in the 16 liter. So that's 700. And then whatever I have in the cooler door, maybe another 150. So about 800, 850 cigars, I would say. I think that's pretty average among the community. I don't know. Uh, so many cigars, and I'm still like scrambling to see what I smoke every day. Like, damn it. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good rough estimate of how many cigars. And did I ever think I was gonna have that many cigars? Hell no, I didn't. Uh, you know, you start off buying like samplers from uh those very budget friendly sites, and then you just build and amass this collection where like you gotta have every damn release, right? But sometimes you just gotta stop yourself, man, and think about other stuff. But I've been mostly like buying like you know um a few singles of the releases, and then if I like them, I'll go and buy a box because I don't want to be stuck with cigars that I don't really like, right? Then I'm just gonna end up giving them away, which is kind of a good thing for the cigar community. So, Stephanie on Instagram, my buddy from high school. What's up? And Angel saying that's a nice count, I would say. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's enough to share. It's enough to ponder for several hours, rearranging cigars and playing Tetris. Every time an order comes in. So the Tupper door is I've had it. That's how I kind of like started before I picked up the electric humidors. And then I emptied out the Tupper door, put everything in my need one, and then quickly filled the 80 liter and the 16 liter, and then the newer stuff I've been getting, I've been putting it back in the damn Tupper door. And mind you, I still have another 80 liter which I haven't took out of storage because my fiance said no more. She said, nah, no ocupas otra más tabaquera, chico. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit more conservative, and I just say it's 70%, 70 to 80%. Capacity of the listed capacity. So if it says 100, it's 70 to 80 cigars. So right off the bat, right? Because also like you throw in boxes, which I love keeping the boxes. I know a lot of folks that take out their cigars and just want to put them like in the trays or stuff like that, which is fine too. But I don't know. I think cigars age better in their own box, especially if they're made out of cedar, which most of them are, right? Um, and not to mention Cuban cigars, right? Like they should definitely be kept in their boxes. So that is that. But yeah, man. You know, I don't know how people. I, hopefully Keith, joins his live because he's a geologist. But there was an earthquake in Russia, 8.8 magnitude, strong earthquake, right? And there's footage where like I think it's a warehouse or like this industrial commercial zone, and they show it like before and then after the earthquake, which it's somewhere on the Pacific Ocean or Atlantic Ocean freaking coast. And it just got like flooded with tidal waves. It's crazy. Like you see it, and I would say it's like maybe 1 or 2 miles inland, and it just got super flooded. And I was like, what the heck? And then there's these fucking videos where like AI created, right? And showing like California's coast like being flooded and stuff like that. And it's actually titled like California under tsunami, flood, and tidal waves and shit like that. And I'm like, I haven't seen anything like that. Like, I know people that live like near the beach and stuff like that. Like Sal lives pretty close to the beach, and I'm sure he would have known, right? Um, but yeah, I hate when people freaking wanna uh just make up shit and like put worry into people's minds. But yeah, there's nothing going on in California. Like we're safe. I would think, if anything, like on the East Coast, because Russia's like on closer to the East Coast. I think. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they said California. I mean, I guess the experts know better. What's up, A Perf? Good morning, bro. Sal's got a good comment here. At one time, the Lancero was a preferred tool of aficionado. It was seen as a work of expertise, harder to blend in a row, an elegant expression of tobacco. Today, not so much. Why? I don't know, man. Uh, I think, bottom line, I think the thinner ring gauges are seen as feminine. Uh, Honestly, like that's what the smokers nowadays think. Unfortunately, um, and I guess I can see why. It's thinner. Like you think of what Virginia Slims, right? But no, man, like a thin range cigar. It's an elegant smoke, like you said, Sal. Like I love Lanceros. I love Coronas. I love Corona Gordas, Corona Largas. Um, if and like you said, if they're rolled properly, if it's got construction, appropriate construction, appropriate airflow, it's phenomenal, man. Especially like if the tobacco's in there, blend nicely, you're gonna get more wrapper flavor, less filler, right? Because let's face it, man, a lot of these cigars, like the fillers aren't really, the creme of the crop, right? It's like subgrade tobacco or whatever. But maybe I'm not a blender, I'm not a cigar roller, but I would think that in the Lanceros, maybe you get like one filler leaf, and then the binder in the or a leaf and a half maybe, because they're super thin, right? Um, my cigar of the day saying, and it's flavorful. So yeah. Lanceros are super flavorful. It's flavor driven. Um, I don't think I've had even like I think Sal gifted me a Romocraft Cro Magnum Lancero. I've had the Cro Magnum and Shorty Gordo, I think, or whatever those Vitolas are, and it was like super like earthy, like super bold. The Cro Magnum in Lancero was even like nutty, creamy, like it was so good. It was like a different animal, I loved it. I was like, damn, this cigar is pretty good, man. So as far as like the watermark for AI clips, I haven't seen any requirement. And nowadays you can just make whatever the hell you want, right? Like you go and you've seen all these like videos where like they what do you call it? They characterize like in baby form, like these like podcasters like Joe Rogan and stuff like that. Like it's funny, right? Like they create like these little baby figures and stuff. So those aren't watermark. I don't even I don't even know what the if it's like copyright restricted or stuff like that, because you're using a character that you know who it is and you're making your own content. Just technology's just like been taking it's just taking over our lives, bro. Okay, Edgar with the facts here. Russia is closer to Alaska. Okay. The Principal Martinique, La Goldie, Laguito number one, and Atabay Spiritus are an excellent non-Cuban Lanceros. Yeah, I agree. We got Alex Glez on Instagram. Good morning, Hugo. He says, "Good morning, Alex." And Alex Angel is saying exactly my point. Yeah, man. You know, first of all, I don't know why you would um, criticize somebody that's smoking a cigar in a you know thinner ring gauge. It's a cigar. A cigar's a cigar, right? We even smoke cigarillos sometimes. So you know, maybe I'm just super biased because I love the Vitola. I don't know. Have you seen the map of the world, bro? I haven't seen it in a while, man. To be honest with you, so maybe you guys are a little bit more fresh on the subject, but yeah, maybe because I know that Russia's like on the upper side of Europe, so maybe the way the tides work and stuff like that, it affects the West Coast more than the East Coast. I don't know, but the point is that there's no tidal waves, there's no tsunamis here in Cali, at least not that I know, not like actual. I got friends that surf like every weekend, even like during the week, and they haven't said anything, so it's been fine. It's been calm. People who say feminine are people who are insecure about their sexuality. Yeah, possibly, man. The overall size is a 5 by 58, 46. So that would be like a Lonsdale, maybe. Yeah, Lonsdales are awesome too. Um, that's a cigar that I favor as well, or cigar Vitola that I favor as well. Yeah, hell yeah. What's up, Crispin? Good morning, bro. So in the first third of this cigar, um, I was picking up a very nutty type of profile. It was even like a little bit roasty. Spice that just kind of like touch your palate. It's not really an aggressive spice, which I like. Um, Now the nutty tone is kind of like it's still there, but it's converting into like this musty nuttiness. It's maybe it's changing from like a like dry uh smoked walnut type of like note to like a almond, more like it's weird because I'm even getting like a undertone like of a like some fruit like cherry. It's a pretty good cigar, man. I'm not mad at it. Cigar Apostle. Oh, we got Sid in the house. What's up, Sid? Good morning, bro. Um, but yeah, and other than and then this cigar, um, I don't remember if it was Big Rob or Casely. He sent out the J London um collab with Cigar Collect the LA Cigar Collective. It's called the phone booth. It's a Lancero, and I'm sure that's a MSA wrapper. So I'm pretty excited to smoke that cigar. I'm probably gonna review that one, like as an actual video, maybe. I don't know. I only have one, so yeah, like medium minus on the palette, even on the retro. Not a bad deal, man. Not a bad deal. The band is like silky. It's got like a glossy finish. It feels good. Feels nice and like high quality. It's like embossed type of printing on it. I'm curious to see if this band glows in the dark because it seems like like that material that kind of glows in the dark. So yeah, Angelito on Instagram's got an interesting comment over here. Say a cigar is made for everyone to enjoy, and that is why we speak upon vitolas. I think that one should try the same exact blend in all sizes by the same make and take notes. Yes, yes, I totally agree on that because I mean, prime example, the Plasencia Cielo, which you know, it's a very different um cigar experience from the whole Plasencia lineup. It's unique. Some people love it. Some people are okay with it, and some people don't really mind it. I'm a person that I didn't love it, but I really liked it. I like that it's different from all the other offerings. Um, but from Vitola to Vitola to Vitola, it's a way different experience, and it makes sense because even if you remove one leaf from a cigar, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a different experience, right? The blend recipe is the same, but the ratio changes, right? So there's less intensity of like filler or whatever. So I totally agree on what Angelito is saying that you know if one Vitola doesn't hit, try the other ones. What's up, Lisette? Good morning. On Instagram. So yeah, I totally agree on that take. You know, and this is why when there's releases where there's like multiple Vitolas, I want to try at least one of each. The one cigar brand that I can say it's gonna be expensive for you to try all the Vitolas is Atabey. Atabey's got like what, like a dozen different Vitolas, and they're all named uniquely, right? Even the Lancero is not the Lancero, it's the Spiritus. It's crazy. You got the Ritos, you got the Brujos, uh, you got the Duendes. It's crazy. Uh, just the man we were looking for. I got washed out into the ocean on a vinyl couch from one of the waves. Can someone come get me? Keith, what do you think about this whole fake news about tsunamis and tidal waves, bro? And yeah, I totally agree on with Angel's comment. Like a cigar is made to enjoy. Um, Cigar is definitely made to enjoy either by yourself with good company. A cigar is made to stop the hands of time, right? Like to take a moment and indulge in the cigar experience, to even like just to think about, reflect upon your day, your life, your future, your past. um it's a wonderful experience, man. It's a wonderful thing. It's not like smoking a cigarette at all. It's not like that. It's really a very spiritual experience and a treat to be able to smoke one of these things. I get down with Lonsdale, Corona, and Lanceros. Yes, sir. Hell yeah. Even petite Coronas, man. When they're blended right, they're so good, right, Sal? Jersey Cigar Mafia on Instagram. Good morning, brother. People are pretty sensitive right now from some major disaster awareness blunders, but in 8.5 is 8.8 is no fucking joke. Yes. 8.8 is magnitude is pretty rough. Um, I know personally that as an engineer, uh, I think well, this was the last time I wrote up a geotech report. We designed around 7.4 magnitude. So to add 1.4 magnitude on the earthquake is a significant amount. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, so you know, thankfully we're safe. Hopefully I didn't look at if there was any disaster in Russia. But yeah, hopefully people are safe out there. But I don't think any damage happened to our coast. Maybe a change in tides. I'm not sure. Cigar Apostle saying, "I'll throw you a lifesaver. What flavor you want? I'm out of cherry." Hey, come on, man. This is a serious topic, man. I'm kidding. Half Coronas are awesome. I wish we had more in the States. Yeah, there's not a lot of half Coronas out here, man. Most of the half Coronas are of Cuban make. At least the ones that I've seen. Yeah, man. 8.8 earthquake would cause some devastating damages to Los Angeles. Definitely. You know, Obviously we have the San Andreas fault, which it's a huge crack in the Earth's crust, and it's just waiting for some huge seismic event for it to like just slash down. Mm, I am the type that I don't think we're gonna see that in our lifetime. You know, Probably generations and generations from us will see some huge seismic event like that. But the one thing I do have to say, it's a scary thought. It's scary to think about that type of disaster, right? It's never fun. Um, what's going on with this? Keith is saying it's a seismic scale is exponential. That's right. Yeah, you know what, man? I miss messing with the dude. I even forgot the freaking websites where you used to go get the seismic questions from. Yeah, I miss designing all those factors and all stuff like that for footings, retaining walls, and shit like that. Keith is saying that it would also affect San Francisco. Yeah, more than likely. Hell yeah. I hear that the San Andreas fault is going to be renamed Trump's fault. Oh man, why? Because it's a major fault. But that's funny. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Keith is fucking awesome, bro. Like, freaking trash. The trash is here. And he came in at the exactly at the perfect timing. talking about this seismic activity, but it was just false alarm in so my cigar of the day on Instagram is asking what are my thoughts on 60 plus ring gauge cigars. I mean, I think very special people smoke those cigars, man. I'm not one of those. I've enjoyed 60 ring gauge cigars in the past. In fact, I just smoked a Ipicarillo inch what, like 2 podcasts ago, not this one but the Wednesday night podcast, and with the at least like a year and a half of age on it, it was a pretty pleasant experience. It wasn't bad. um Fresh when those barely came out, like last year or the year before or whatever. I don't think a lot of people enjoyed those, you know but yeah, for me, I stick like 56 and below nowadays. Robusto 5x50, Toro 5x52 is ideal for me for review. uh in the past, when I first started getting heavy into cigars, and I think I've gotten like the same kind of like response from other people, where like they would think, oh, the fatter the cigar, the better the experience, more tobacco, you're gonna enjoy this and that. Not necessarily the case. Like we said earlier, it depends on the blend, depends on the cigar make, you know. But yeah, that's my take on that. And Keith is saying the only 60 I smoke is a Sixto Plasencia. Yeah. So I bought a box of the Cielo and Sixtos. I haven't even opened it yet. So blind buy. So I don't know. Just based on my experience with the Robusto and the Toro, I preferred the Toro. So I'm thinking the Sixto is gonna be the Hex, which they call, right? I think it's gonna be like probably my number one in that cigar line blend, whatever. But we'll see. We'll see. I should smoke one soon. Yeah, all well fermented tobacco, at least that we know, right? Those cigar makers make exceptional cigars. Uh, Speaking of Byron selected tobacco, um, one of my favorite Atabase is the Dioses, which is a 8x52. Huge monster of a cigar, man, but it's just so good for me. I don't know why. Um, it's selected tobacco just got like some good tobacco in there, man. It's like well fermented, even like post roll. It's well processed, cleansed of any impurities. It's just very clean tobacco for most of those cigar products. 8:45 in the morning, guys is fucking bumping his fucking 12-inch subs. Like, nobody want to hear that, man. It's not even 9 in the morning, bro. Like, chill. What are you doing, bro? I had 3 already and love them. Um, 3 of which ones, Keith? The Sixtos, the Cielos, or which ones? Or maybe you're talking about the Dioses. But yeah, for some reason, like in Atabey, for me, with an exception to the Lancero, which I love, the bigger Vitolas, they hit my palate so good, man, so good. And I hear that the Arturo Fuentes Sangre de Toro is about to hit the shelves, man. I'm excited for that cigar. You know, it's broadleaf wrapper, so if it's anything like the shark, man, Fuente Sangre de Toro. Um, let's see which one is the latest article. Oh, what? Wait, Cigar God's listing it as sold out already. $50 for a single. Is this just like a false alarm or what? Huh. Interesting. Did anybody know that Cigar God had it in stock already? That's the only one I see here. Damn, but it's Cigar God is a little bit overpriced on some of their stuff. They do have pretty rare Fuente stuff, but sometimes they'll throw a deal that's pretty good, but usually they're a little bit over. I don't even know what the MSRP would be on that cigar. Let's see if Half Wheel's got any info on it. Um, da, 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 da. Here we go. Sangre de Toro. Is this what they're saying here? Bull's blood. Oh, so it's a MSA wrapper, not a broadleaf. It's a Mexico San Andres wrapper over DRDR. Release date summer of 2025. Wait, is that what they're talking about? Yeah, yeah, because this is the black pink. It's gonna be a Connecticut Habano, and also in summer. So I think the black and the Sangre de Toro are gonna be released like kind of like simultaneously, but we'll see. What's up? New to the Dram, and Kuno on Instagram. What's up, man? Um. Oh, the Sixto, the Cielo. Okay, cool, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna love that cigar. It could be. Um, yeah, but sometimes they'll do that and they'll just instead of like doing that, they'll say it's like a pre-order type of thing, which I think would be better, like because I follow Cigar God on Instagram and I think they would announce it. I get their emails. I haven't got any emails in regards to it. So I don't know. Why does Fuente post MSRP? I feel like it's so rare to find MSRP. I love Fuente, but the market makes it difficult to obtain with the right mind space. Yeah, again, you kind of have to be quick on the trigger with these kind of things, because the longer they're on the market, the higher the price goes. We see it with all the Fuente releases. We saw it recently with the Opus 25th anniversary. There's a delightful cinnamon nutmeg spice on the palate that lightly lingers after you draw the smoke. Semi sweet, kind of like a creamy sweetness. It's a very nice blend, man. I'm not mad at this cigar. Yeah, and then you kind of have to. I think the people that that get it closer to MSRP are the folks that are fortunate enough to live at close to fairly priced B&Ms. Um, so Carpi, uh, Matt, uh, Sober Cigars, even Sean. I think his local B&Ms are pretty fair. I don't know about the East Coast. Yeah, because like first of all, Cali, we don't even get that fun stuff, right? Not a lot of it. We get some of it, and the stuff we get, it's like super marked up, so it sucks for us. So our best thing is like to either buddy up with somebody or like catch it at the best price we can online. On the retro, I'm still getting that almond cherry type of retro that I get from like the Cameroon Aladino Cameroon Reserva, even like yeah, the Cameroon Reserva. Sometimes the LE23, the 20 acre farms. It's creamy. But then at the end, it's got like this herbal, weedy type of note, but that a little bit of lingering spice. It's a good cigar, man. I like it. It's good for the morning. Um, Not bad for $11. I think it's fair. So Sid's saying that most of the B&Ms in Jersey definitely price gouge. Only some are fair. Yeah, the market is high right now, man. On boutique cigars, on rare Fuente stuff. It's crazy. Like the awareness of like the cigars it's insane right now, and maybe it's because like we're so involved into the cigar community now that we notice that where before I would smoke like these type of cigars. I would just worry about legacy stuff like finding the best price, like on deals and stuff like that. If you hold the smoke for a while, you get like this kind of like bitter type of like cedar and lemon zest sensation on your tongue. If you like that, it's cool. And then you blow it out, and it just becomes like very, very nutty. It's crazy. I like it. NJ has a 30% tobacco tax. Pennsylvania has zero. Lots of places here where they are fairly priced. Nice, man. We'll hit you up, bro. We'll hit you up. Could the herbal component of the griggy be cumin? Maybe so. I'm not tasting it right now, but you know, it's like you ever eat like food that has like cilantro and then you get a piece of cilantro stuck like on your tooth and then like you keep on getting that herbal type of sensation, kind of like that. Hey, just the man we wanted to see. Carpi, as soon as the Sangre de Toro drops at your local B&M, we're going to need you to get like a few boxes so you can distribute to all of us. Because I just saw it on Cigar God. It's saying it's sold out, bro, at $50 a pop. I don't know if they actually sold out of it. I don't know if it was like a pre-order. I was just looking it up right now. Half Wheel doesn't have any MSRP on it. I would think that MSRP on that cigar would be around mid 30s, $35. What do you guys think? I don't think, because I was saying that Cigar got kind of like you know marks up their stuff, right? Because they have like a lot of rare Fuentes stuff. I need to make a trip over to PA, Sosa. Shit, we all need to go to PA then, eh? Zero tobacco tax. Carpi is saying he'll try. Yeah, man. I think one of the I think one of the most anticipated drops of this year, right? At least there's like a lot of commotion about it. Like, when is it gonna fall? When is it gonna drop? 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 Even more than like the Golden Bullet, right? The New Society. Um, just I think we all know that that Golden Society is gonna be like in the hundreds. Come on down. I saw an interview with Jose Blanco 2 days ago, and he said MSRP on the new Sangre should be under $20. What? Are you serious, bro? And it looks like it's a 10 count box. Let me go back and see. Yeah, see, they don't have the box. Doesn't say. It doesn't say the count. Few details are available. MSA wrapper, but it doesn't have the count. Let me see if Cigar Coop's got any more info on it. No more info on it. It looks like there's a tray. There's 10 cigars. 10 cigars? Yeah, 10 cigars. Doesn't seem like there's another tray underneath it. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe it's a 20 count. What's up? What's up, Sips and Sticks? Good morning. Cigar Bomber Yardley is a good spot. Yardley, I don't even know where that is. What's up, Peter? Cigars on Bandit. Did you guys smoke last night? Shit, I can't remember the fucking cigar you guys smoked last night. The little Piggly Wiggly. See if it'll come to mind right now. You missed a huge giveaway. Damn, DC, you missed a huge giveaway. You got Hugo Milk the Goat Cow. Milk the Goat. Smoking a cigar was awesome. You know, you might be kidding about that stuff, but there's actually goats next door. And, I've actually gone over there and had some goat milk in the morning. Spiked goat milk. It's better than Starbucks, man. It's so good. Marvin at Cigar Barn is the man. Okay, you guys are talking about PA probably then. Missed out Hugo failing geography hard. Hell yeah. I also found a spot in King of Prussia, which is an amazing cigar collection. It's hard to find. Hey man, you gotta hit him up, bro. Oh yeah, the Menelik. That's one of Sosa's favorite foundation cigars. FYI, I don't know if Sosa saw the episode, but yeah, it was a Menelik. Small batch exclusive, right? The Corona Gorda. So for those of you joining, it's the Gree Gree from LA Cigar Collective. Um, Not a bad cigar. I'm actually enjoying it. On my scale, it would be like a. I don't even know if they have them in 5 packs, but it would be like at least a 5 pack. You know, uh, rating B A rating. It's not bad. First thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, and it's not very aggressive on the palate. It's pretty good. Actually, I dropped it in one of the chats that I'm in, and one of the guys said that he smoked several of these already, and the more he smokes, the bolder they become. So I don't know. It's the first one I'm smoking. I got a 10 pack from them, so yeah, I've had goat cheese, and actually, these guys next door they actually make goat cheese. So I haven't bought any from them, but I've had it in other places. There you go, Sosa. Your mission's gonna be to be on the lookout for that sangre de toro, bro. As soon as it drops, hopefully at a good price, not super marked up. The most S tier cigar and Cut gave it a C. I still have the I don't remember if it was you or Shaq sent me the a robusto or a Rothschild on that cigar, the smaller one. So I gotta smoke that one now. And super yellow cello on that one, right? Oh, dude, I forgot my people on Instagram. What's up? Okay, we're good. Yeah, the Gree Gree. It's supposed to it's supposed to be a nod to voodoo practice in Louisiana. So if you have an amulet with the chicken feet, it's supposed to be like protect you against voodoo. So hopefully the cigar is gonna protect me against any bad juju that somebody might want to do upon me. They don't have any more. I bought them all, I believe. Oh yeah, you did, bro. You did. So now I was describing that, somewhere in the middle of this cigar, as I'm taking the draw in, you can already feel like it's kind of like a cedar type of like, I would say like kind of like bitterness, like like a zesty type of bitterness. You feel it on your tongue, but then when you blow it out, it's very pleasant. It's got like a nice finish on this cigar. It leaves like a woody, herbal, nutty mix. And on the retro, it's never been more than like a 4 to 5 out of 10. So might have increased now here in the rounding off the or going into the last third. Um, but not very aggressive in my opinion. Oh, going back to this, yeah, man, Peter's been one of my number one since day one. On it, yeah, bro. Hopefully we can get that. Shaq sent you the Petit Robusto. Okay, cool. I still have it there. Thinking of when to smoke it. Might be a good like review cigar. Especially like the cello on that thing is like super brown, bro. It's like super tainted. It's pretty impressive. The wrapper on that cigar is pretty dark, so lots of oils on it, right? El cri cri, yeah. Yeah, man. Sal was fortunate enough to be one of the first to smoke that BDX Blanc Torpedo, man, box press. That thing looks amazing, bro. Looks nice. I mean, the Toros and Robustos are phenomenal. And, how was the construction on it, by the way? Since it's a box press, I just saw, I don't know if you've updated if you threw in like an updated picture, but let's see. No, you just you threw the picture of the cigar and oh, that's it. Yeah, how was the construction on that box press, Sal? If you don't mind. We got the Tobacco Man Epicure 868 from Trinidad and Tobago on Instagram. What's up, bro? Buenos dias, señor. Good morning. How's it going? um Pretty interested, and also, is it going to be a regular release is my question. Not I don't really like, you know torpedo cigars or box press, but if it's good, man, it's good. Freaking Stefan's always like talking trash. He's like, Hugo, you're European, you don't like box press. You don't like what is this name, open draws. South Scene construction was on point. Nice stack dash that held about inch and a half. Draw and burn were also great. Flavor is concentrated and smoke texture was creamy and dense. Sounds like a winner in my book, bro. Hell yeah. Nice. I think that's going to be another anticipated drop, at least among our, circle, which I think I wouldn't say all of us enjoy the, Psalms stuff. So at least I can speak on my behalf, but I don't think eh, I don't think I've heard anybody say any negative stuff about the Psalm stuff. except for the BDX regular. That one never hit my palate good, bro. I smoked a couple of them, but the BDX Blanc, that one's a banger for sure. The San Rioja is very good as well. Smoked the Toro and Robusto. But yeah, to wrap things up, no tsunamis, no tidal waves in SoCal. It was all false alarm, fake news. There's some devastation. I don't know to what degree in Russia, but here in Cali we're good. Even like on the East Coast, I think things are great. Thankfully, but yeah, man. So all those fake AI clips of California's coast being like flooded and stuff like that, it's not true. Those are all like either like incorrectly titled, fake titles or stuff like that, or AI generated stuff which I've seen also. It's not real. Man, we got the chickens fighting over here. Go, 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 go. Get him. So yeah, man, that's all I have on episode 64. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Smoke cigars, smoke bangers, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Hugo Smokers is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Hugo Smokers is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.